Hello and welcome to our Australian Camino walk, or the Aussie Camino. In Melbourne, we've made our way down from Canberra, where we normally live, and we catch the train tomorrow, which has now turned into a bus because of track works, and we step off on Sunday, which will be from Portland. And to start the Camino off, I'm just making my way up to the Mary MacKillop Centre, and I'm sure they're anxiously waiting for me to get there. I'm going to get my credential or passport. I'm not sure how many stamps I'll get on this trip, but maybe I'll be surprised. Not even sure if I'll meet any other pilgrims on this trip, but I may be surprised. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the Mary MacKillop Centre, and it's got a magnificent cathedral next to it, so it should be good. So the Mary MacKillop Centre is located on Albert Street. So if you come in at the Southern Cross train station on Spencer Street in Melbourne, it's about a 2.2 kilometre walk. So not too bad, you can get a coffee or something on the way. And here it is, the Mary MacKillop Heritage Centre. That's what we want. Let's go on in. I'm not sure how much videoing they'll allow in here, but we'll see. That's what I want. So this is located in the gift shop. And they charge $10 each, but I guess it's going to a good cause. Have our passports, our credentials, and to my surprise, there's another lady that picked one up this morning, so we may actually see another pilgrim on this walk. And there was also a group that dropped in this morning that had just completed the walk, so there are other pilgrims out there. Well, I'll talk again in the morning when we catch the bus all the way to Portland, and looking forward to stepping off on Sunday. Good morning. It's early and we're at Southern Cross Station, getting ready for our 5.5 hour bus ride from Southern Cross Station in Melbourne to Portland. But first, I've got to get a coffee. I can't survive that bus ride without a coffee. But yeah, the day's here. We make our way over to Portland, so getting closer to stepping off tomorrow. Looking forward to it. And there it is, Coach Bay 66, down that way. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not a huge Coach fan, so definitely needed this coffee to psych myself up for 5.5 hours. But anyway, I think 3.5 hours to Warrnambool, and then we have a break. So yeah, good times. Here we are in Colac. I've got to say, this is one of the better coach rides that I've actually been on. So we're about halfway to Warrnambool, and we've stopped here for a 15-minute break, which is amazing after an hour and a half. And I'll turn the camera around. Right across the road from where the bus stops, there's a bakery and also a little coffee house, which is really good coffee for anyone interested. So yeah. This is Colac, so we're just about to get back on the bus and continue the journey. Yay! So we're finally in Portland, or Portland. Pretty good ride really, even though it was all on coach. We had a couple of stops, so it's not as bad as I thought. I think I'd prefer the railway so I could get up and stretch my legs when I wanted to, but yeah, not too bad. And here we are, happy to be here. Now we've got to find our accommodation. Behind me is the hotel that we're staying at.
So that one's Max Hotel, but we're staying at the Quality Inn, which is right next door to it. So this is one of the recommended places in Luke's Camino guide. So yeah, we have tentatively sort of started asking around about stamps for the passports, and we found a visitor centre, and we went down there and we asked the guy, do you know anything about the stamps for the Aussie Camino? And to my surprise, he knew all about it and had the stamps. So we just had to come back to our accommodation and grab our passports, and we're on our way back down to get our first stamp, our first Aussie Camino stamp. But I'll flip this camera because it's really lovely here, and you know, on the right it's industrial, but apart from that, it's just an absolute picturesque, beautiful town. And it's Saturday. It feels really sleepy, but I was just talking to the girl in the bar, and she assured me that it's normally not like this, especially for a Saturday. So I'm not sure what's going on, but suits us fine. We like the quiet life. What are you doing?
Taking some photos to send to my mum.
Ah. And the other thing we're pretty happy about is yesterday Portland's forecast was for rain for most of the day, and not only have we not had any rain, but it's just beautiful and sunny. It's still a little bit cool. I've got this jacket on. I probably don't need it at the moment, but seems to sort of go up and down in temperature, so it's good. And in the background I can just see the spire of the church, or the spire of the church I should say. I'll turn the camera around for you. This is the lovely sort of walk alongside the bay. You can just see it sticking up above the trees there, but we'll go up and we'll have a closer look after we get our stamp.
Yeah.
So we're going on.
I guess, do you want it this way, Steve?
Yeah.
Maybe there?
So it kind of fits. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. This is the start.
Oh,
Woohoo.
awesome. Fantastic.
Could I get one?
Flourish.
Yes, it's lovely.
It's very 90s actually when this
Oh,
was
yeah.
built. It's kind
Yeah,
of got that kind of
that's okay.
90s vibe
Yeah.
to it. I would like something a little more.
Well, I was worried we wouldn't get any stamps, and I've got one. We haven't started yet, really, so good stuff. So, if you're going to do this walk, go into the visitor centre, get your first stamp, but they're really helpful, really knowledgeable, and they know everything about the area, so it was really good to get the rundown. So we're just going to go up to the top of the hill here, and I'll turn the camera around, which is the church, and next to it, if you can see that, is the, well, it used to be the convent, but I think it's now a school, so we'll go up and have a look. First service in 1844. In 1862, Mary MacKillop arrived. But really beautiful from up here. It's just such great views. So we circumnavigated the church, and Diane, who volunteers here, was in the garden, and she said hello and found out we were doing the Aussie Camino and opened the church up for us. So she said we could come in and we could walk around and film, and So I feel kind of silly walking through a place like this, you know, giving commentary for a video. So I'm going to turn my voice off, but I'll show you the church. She said that's okay to film in here, so very kind of her. That's Mary McKillop up behind me. Let's turn the video around.
Built, or whatever you might want to say, by local people.
Yep, this is it. So all closed up now. Apparently, if you're here during school hours, according to the visitors centre anyway, they don't mind you coming in, and they'll even show you around the inside of the building. So found a gate open, so let's see what happens. It's going to go one way or the other, isn't it? I'm going to get kicked out or invited in. Let's see. I've just got to turn the camera around because the views are even better from up here. It's up on top of a hill. Yeah, just ignore that industrial area in the background. The rest of it's pretty spectacular. And that's the church right next door. So that church is the start of our walk tomorrow. So yeah, really looking forward to it. It's been a long journey just to get here, so to actually get up in the morning and get up here and start the walk, I'm really looking forward to it. It's just, if you've done the Camino, and I'm sure everyone on the forum has, it's just such a great feeling of anticipation that night before. You know, that first step, although it's not quite as spectacular as Saint Jean Pied de Port, where you go through that beautiful archway and across the bridge, I still think this is pretty spectacular in its own right. And yeah, really the anticipation's building, the excitement's building, and I can't wait for tomorrow. It's just going to be fantastic. Fingers crossed.